Hi everybody, it's Red from Outta RedzHead. I hope you are well and happy today. If you saw my previous video, you saw kind of the introduction lead into this. I am making some embellished guest checks, and in the last video I showed you how I make my backgrounds that are dyed with texture, and I stitched this one on my sewing machine after. But I eco-dyed these with a texture to them and then just ran them to my sewing machine and went around them with some stitches so that I could use them for this project. So if you go back and you see the eco-dye video, it's just very quick how to, just make these. It's not real in-depth. And then here we go on this project. So I just decorated these. I thought were cute, kind of a travel tickets and things like that. Just fun for a journal or whatever you'd like to use them for. And I had several people mention how much they liked them and I should put them in my shop. And then I thought, well, I'll just do a quick little video too and show you guys what I did, and maybe it'll inspire you for some things you want to do yourself or whatever. I have been working on stickers and making little die cuts and stickers from antique images that I have, and I've played around with them and done some sketching and all to change them up to where I can use them this way. And I've made stickers that have pretty much sold out in my shop right now. I'll get some more listings up, but I've been making them on fabric that adhere, and then on paper and on sticker paper, and playing around with that. So I thought I would use some of them for this video. And I got out my little cards that I embellished, these little guest checks. So I've got one here. And I'm going to use the suitcase lady because I really like her. She's fun for a travel theme here. So I've got her with her hat box and her bag and her dog like she's a world traveler. And there is someone on Etsy. I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but Ilopa or Ilopa. I really like her tickets. She just presents you with a bunch of images that you can use for things. And she has a travel one that seems to be Paris, and then there's tickets. And so I purchased those, and I just ran them through my scan and cut out a bunch of the little pieces. And then I used a book that I have from the late 1800s and printed out some map pages and just cut them out to use. So when I'm doing these, pull my chair up so I can get under here. I use my ink, and I like to use my ink in such a way that it accents as if this were really old and had been carried around. So while this map probably back then would have been humongous, I'm just going to pretend that this was something somebody carried around in their pocket like we used to do when we traveled. And I'm just going to fold it, make some fold lines here, and then unfold it. And I'm going to grab my ink, and I'm just using a distress ink, and I'm just going to go along my fold lines and my edges so that when I open this out, it looks more like it's been carried around in someone's pocket, so it's got kind of age marks on the lines. And I don't know, to me it just gives a little bit more authenticity and interest. So here's my map, and I'm going to take my guest check, and I think I want to use my map at the base here. I want it to look like it's been used, and I'm going to use it so that it can be a pocket too, if you wanted it to hold something on your tag. So I've just folded one side over, and I've got my glue, which is all gooped up right now at the moment because I was squishing it earlier. But I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the inside here so that I can make a heavier edge. And then I'm going to go around the sides. And this is very sloppy and quick, but just making a little tuck spot. And I'm going to put it here. on my guest check so that I have a pocket here on this side. And I cut out some of the little ticket pieces, and they are really cute. See all these little tickets? And there's 2 pages of them. So I've used 2 different pages, and I cut out some of these like little advertisements and things. I thought this was cute. This is like a balloon race that happened, and I don't know, different little tickets and things. So I'm going to grab this one about the Eiffel Tower and my scissors, because I didn't get the very base of this, and I'm going to trim just a little bit off here. And I figure this was an advertisement, and it probably, you know, was on a bulletin board or someone's suitcase or something, and it probably got worn and aged a little unevenly over time. It wouldn't have just been around the edges, so just gonna kind of crumple it a little bit and give it a little bit of stress mark and age. Maybe take a corner off here. Give it some ink there where it tore, and maybe a corner. I don't know. I like to play with this. You can go overboard. Sometimes maybe I do, but I don't know. I like to feel like it's traveled through time when I look at it. All right, so I've got this one here. I'm going to put this more towards the bottom. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here to hold it down. That way, if I want to move it, I can. I think we'll give it a little bit. I like everything kind of off to the side. All right, and I've got this balloon race one, and she's left it with some aging and all on it when she scanned it, but I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of go around with my scissors, because the scan and cut doesn't get that in depth. It just kind of went around the outside of it. So I'm just trimming it, and it would be good if you did this tearing it. I think tearing it would look really good, but just for speed, I'm going to do it with my scissors today. And get some ink. Sometimes I feel like I ink myself more than the paper, but here we go. All right, I'll give this one a few little marks here and there. Okay, and maybe, where are we going to put her? So I've got the edge of the guest check that I'm probably going to include. I've got her, and I think she's so cute waving her hand there. All right, I don't want to cover up the Eiffel Tower completely. I don't want to cover up my balloon race, so let's see. I want to use that number. I like the number in there. All right, I'm going to put that like that, and I'm going to put her here so you can see the Eiffel Tower coming out from behind. And let's add in the balloon race piece here, and maybe one more color just to make it really stand out here. Maybe one of these littler tickets. Yeah, let's use this red. And this is some kind of, I don't know, like from a bus or something. My dog's making a lot of noises in the background. She's found little pieces of kitty kibble, and she's very excited. She's a great big lab-like dog. She's a mix, but man, she finds a little piece of kibble or two, and you'd think she'd found a porterhouse steak. She's all over the place trying to get the little remnants of that kitty kibble. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on my ticket here, and let's put it in here so you can still see the Eiffel Tower, but accent her arm a little bit. And put this one here so you can see the numbers, just because that's interesting to me, those numbers. And if you had a stamper, you could even put like an amount here or write it in ink. That'd be really cool too. And let's give her some glue. And I'm going to put some on my balloon advertisement. And I'm just kind of feeling like everything should be all over the place today. So everything's kind of every which way. But there you go. That's one that I was kind of coming up with. I thought that'd be cute for a travel book or something. And you can play around with it and do it however you like. But I thought this would get you started. So if you haven't had a chance to see the textured guest checks, go ahead and flip back to that video and take a look. I hope you like it. I hope you give me a thumbs up. And if you just want to buy these already made, you can find them in my gift shop or my shop on Etsy. Thanks so much. Bye.